so far. Will be stood up to the back post, the header with Clennetts, as it is offside there. A little bit of a half shout of a penalty. It's Kingborough now trying to weather the storm. Has been much better from Riverside here in the last 5 minutes after being put under immense pressure from the Lions in the first 5. So that long ball will come in the Kemp direction. We've got a bit of space, and Rassig will just get his foot in nicely. And this will be Travis. Marshall again putting the afterburners on. Can he get in behind? He'll play it all across in the Ponce Farias direction. It gives him some advice on the way in. Interesting character, Emmanuel Ponce Farias. I haven't seen much of him. Well, I know he didn't have much of a game last week to sort of get the game under the feet. But he's been impressive on the ball so far, and really a fiery character. Caruso will be on the set piece, sacrificing a little bit of height with this decision, but he's a good dead ball deliverer. A little bit far away, and Downs looks to release quickly. He's got Brown kind of on the flick on, can't find him. That ball was looking for Caruso on the switch. Travis will try it again, and he will get it now. Caruso with some space. Will he try and shoot now? You know what I mean? It's Caruso with a bit of footwork. Looks for the handball, and that hit him straight in the chest. I don't know what he's asking for there. And Caruso. Brown with some nice physicality. Maybe something to watch for as well with Kingborough changing it up with just announcing the departure of Declan Taylor last week, who has apparently gone down past the shot tower to Saruna. And there will be opportunities for Alex Brown in that left wing position this week. Schwartz has made a good run. Try and play with Downs. Here's a free kick as it's a little bit late on Otto Schwartz. As Adrian Anthony is the man who has been judged to infringe, playing centre-back for Riverside today. As Brown's standing over it, I think he wants it. I think it will be a hard task getting Keenan Dowse off it, who tends to take pretty much all of the indirect free kicks for Kingborough. Interesting angle here. Put the tall timber up top. Hoopsloot's come up. Schwartz is up. Good whip on that. Hoopsloot is in the area. Anthony will make 2 headers to get it away. Here's Dowse, and Hess making a bit of a blind bike kick in the Kemp direction, and that did just come off the shin of Zach Rassig, who's shifted over fullback positions. 1-2 from Downs. And again, that will be Kingborough ball. Good energy to this game. It will be one that Kingborough, with the home ground advantage, will start slight favourites. As I said, Riverside are a team on the improve. With Cruiser hopefully playing a full season for them. It's good running from Prince. He'll play it out to Ponce Farias. You have a teammate and look to take on. We'll just go the dribble direction. Maybe not the smartest decision into a 2-on-1. Didn't have a lot of options, to be fair. His Routley's come kind of a bit more central, and he'll dispossess Kobe Kemp. Had a lot of attention so far early in this game. I think they are looking to manage him as fullbacks swap positioning again. We go away for Anthony. Dispossessed by the Riverside centre-back. Ponce Farias in space now. Floated up. Almost challenges the Kingborough goal. But no orange shirts to be found. And Riverside, again, have worked their way into this game nicely. Riverside, Zach variety, and some hard challenging, and Kingborough will get an advantage by the referee. Huge slip with time on it. As Kingborough just play through their midfield. Hess now again playing that right back position. Ken and Dowse, kind of more old school for him, playing on the wing. Hess galloping forward. Anthony can't get there, neither can Mies. It's Brown with good pressing, and he'll shoot and find the top corner. Alex Brown with a thunderbolt into the top corner of Dan Nash's net, and it'll be 1-0 to Kingborough, sort of out of almost nothing, and that is the power of the counter press. If you stay in there and you turn the ball over in that sort of position, you will give up golden opportunities, and Brown takes full advantage of that one to make it 1-0 for Kingborough. And for Riverside, who have been working their way into the game nicely, that will be a little bit of a letdown. Nash, absolutely no chance of stopping that one. And just did remark on earlier, Alex Brown with a bit more opportunity with Taylor going down the road to Runa. And be looking to stamp his name on that inside forward position for Kingborough. It's Hess again, galloping forward. And go inside Kemp, who's drifted out wide. Zach Resig for company. Mies, he'll try to cut in on his left. Can't get around Anthony for now, but maintains possession for Kingborough. It's Matt Hess and Dowse. Poked through by Kemp, and Dowse stays in play. Line up from the lino. A little bit of physicality in the afterplay of that position. That's Hess who's stayed down. Very interesting what Kingborough have done formationally. Just Hess playing interchangeably with Dowse at the moment on that right-hand side. It's been pretty much a back four for the most part for Kingborough, but they do kind of tuck in, making a bit more of a back three. Downs not quite as attacking down that right-hand side as Hess and Dowse, who probably have more wheels, and also Downs being right-footed as well, wanting to cut inside. As Nash slips over, this might be another opportunity for Kingborough. Mies with a flat ball. Anthony will collect it. He'll get it to Marshall. Routley will try and play through Max Riverside. We'll just earn a free kick and release the pressure for now for Riverside. Riverside had a really solid season for Devonport last year. Maybe not the minutes that he would have liked, so he's sort of come back to join his brother down in Launceston this season, Riverside. And I think if they are to kind of work their way back up into that low kind of table position that they've traditionally been since they've come into the NPL, into that mid-table, maybe upper mid-table, you could say they have potential. He will be one of the more central players, you'd think, for them this season. But is a 1-0 lead to Kingborough so far. Maybe Kemp putting the pressure on, and that is where the goal has come from, that forward press from Kingborough. It's Travis. Clennetts, is he onside? He stayed onside. Ball is decent, and it's away by Dowse. He's Resig with a creative little dink over the top, and Ponce Farris has gone for it, and I think he's followed through on Azizi there. Got the ball first, but kind of landed on him a little bit awkwardly, and Copra, the referee, hasn't paid anything so far. He's just getting some medical attention. Nothing, no complaints on the Kingborough bench, so maybe just one of those 50-50 ones. As I said, definitely got the ball first, at least from this vantage point out here in the commentary box. But he has collected Isa Azizi in the Kingborough goal. They do have Masatoshi Kawano on the bench, who did play the under-21s game previously. I thought he was very impressive in that Summer Cup final outing a couple of weeks ago down here at Lightwood. That will be an interesting keeper battle. Obviously, don't want anything untoward to be happening here to Azizi, given we have had so many really significant injuries in the NPL this season. And many accidents, but yeah, with the broken leg last week and the ACL of Matty Robertson in WSL and a few other bits and bobs that have been going around the place, it's not what you want to see this early in the year. It looks like he's up and going now, Azizi. Holding that chest area still. Riverside will set up for a corner here. They will try and level it. The in-swinger from Crusar doesn't find any orange shirts. Mies will win the foot race, and Hess is in a lot of space. Matt Hess will try and keep the attack going for Kingborough. We'll get it into Mies's feet. Goes around the corner, kind of split Schwartz and Kemp. There are a lot of pressure on the wing here. And it does get turned over by Pelletier. Jacob Hughesley. That's kind of dropping into centre-back now. Going everywhere on the field. Here's Travis. Got momentum now for Riverside, and he'll get the overlap of Marshall. Nice little 1-2. Marshall with a ball over the back post. Ponce Farris chests it down. Sets it up for Crusar, and it's blocked by Kingborough, and Reisig on the follow-up lasers well over. I don't know if that's even gone out over the back line, maybe with the wind and the spin. It found its way to the assistant referee here on the near touch line. And a few little half chances for Riverside. Definitely been in this game. It's been a game with good energy. Kingborough having the better of it and also 1-0 up. There's Azizi. Looks to make a full recovery and long ball. Again, that wind is blowing in to that left side of screen direction. Schwartz with a little bit of space, and he'll find the goal scorer Brown. He'll cut inside. He'll set it back up to Schwartz and go to Kemp. And offside is the call. Mies missed that one by a good margin in any case. Keeping an eye on Noah Mies this season. I think has been a stalwart of the NPL goal scorers table for a long time, but I think just whether he's been able to do it against these more tricky matchups consistently is something to keep an eye on for this season. I think if Kingborough are really going to be challenging top 2, top 3, potentially they could. I think he'll need to have a really big year. Here's Hess, away by Reisig. Brown's found himself over the other side of the pitch. And Kingborough will look to work the half spaces. They do get it down, but Travis slips and just puts it out of play for Riverside. Just observing both benches here as Helder dos Santos Silva a little bit agitated about something. He's been a little bit disappointed how they've started this Riverside. So that ball finds Kobe Kemp. A little half chance and another shot in by Brown, this time on his weaker left foot. Nash will collect that nicely. He's trying to replace the ball potentially. So just keep going, and Lutmer with an easy turnover there for Kingborough. Matt Hess into Schwartz. Nice little poke around the corner. Brown just first touch let him down in that case, but Hess retains possession for Kingborough and he'll get it to Alfred. Also the Hess variety. Cruiser coming through, half shout from the Kingborough fans, but nothing really doing there with the referee. I think while the sun stays out, it will be quite pleasant for football. Again, this wind is a little bit to contend with, both sides, but Kingborough having the definite advantage in terms of the direction. Will get stood up for Ponsfarias. Clennetts will try and work it to the number 9. Does he have the switch on? He just played into Cruiser. Now we'll look wide. Max Reisig, and as easy will take that with relative ease. Riverside are also just trying to detect kind of the shape that they're playing. It's a very fluid formation up top. Clennetts playing as a inside right forward, quite central and quite high. The number 10 shirt. Doesn't matter in this case as they'll be doing the defending. That's a really nice slide tackle from Adrian Anthony. Fairly impressive back there for Riverside so far. He'll have to go again. And he's getting there first, and Anthony had his body in an interesting position. I think probably a good no call there from the referee. Bit of a hard one for Anthony to be kind of in that really tight area. Definitely could have given away a foul if he got more of Mees' body there. We'll go back to that battle, and Anthony wins it again. And said fairly impressive to start as Riverside will play on the break. Prince. He's got some good speed. And Farias again drifting out wide as he's wanted to do. He'll cut in now. It's in shape to shoot. Mr. Travis, and he tries to play it 1-2, but it wasn't a run there for him to play that type of incisive pass. Riverside coaching staff kind of remonstrate with the Riverside midfielder. And he's been good in the hold-up play so far today, though. Brown hovering close to last man as it gets collected, but Schwartz retains the ball. Downs with the reverse pass. There's a lovely ball that finds the chest of Kobe Kemp. It cuts inside. Just got away with it a little bit. Anthony again with a nice tackle, and Travis, who's been doing a lot of defensive work as well, teaming up on the lines number 8. Farias now. Can we find Cruiser? It's a little bit behind him, so he had to go out on the right-hand side, so he didn't have the option of a reverse ball. Brown now. Trying to take Routley one-on-one. Uses the speed, and that's a tackle from behind, and that will be a yellow card. And Brown not happy with that at all. I think it was a little bit cynical from Routley. And Brown really unhappy with that challenge from Routley, and that will be the first yellow card of the game for Henry Routley. Definitely wasn't last man, but it wasn't a well-timed challenge at all from behind. Didn't go with studs up or anything worse that would be deemed to be a red card, but will be a decent position for Dowse, who's already had a few from this kind of area. Is Copper just trying to manage the players here? We just hold our horses as the paperwork gets filled out by the refereeing staff. And Douse, normally one to cross it in from this sort of area, but the sort of whip that he does put on the ball, and with the wind, Nash will be having to be right on top of this one. Is Douse, who stands it up. Nash comes, doesn't get there. And it's put away by Eli Lutmer, who will score his first goal in Kingborough colours. Just a really lovely deep ball from Keenan Douse. Sort of whip delivery is what he's known for. And Eli Lutmer barnstorming at the back post. And Kingborough will make it 2-0 in this first half. Following up on the earlier work of Alex Brown, who was the one who earned that free kick. So it's been definitely a handful for the Riverside defence so far. And that will be a really good confidence boost for the Kingborough Lions. It's making the most out of kind of these half chances that they've had. As Brown will get it launched again, and Anthony has probably been Riverside's best so far, will earn a foul. Does get clipped by Mies. And for the side in orange, this will be a bit of a difficult prospect as we sort of get into the game more and more. 2-0 down at this point. I mean, it is a lot of time to come back from and kind of regroup. But apart from a few half windows of opportunity, there hasn't been a lot for Olympic. Here's Crusoe. Can they get one back straight away? He'll go the longer direction and find Will Prince. Cut back inside and put it back in that direction, and there's no direction on that at all. Crusoe trying to make Kingborough get on with it here. So they can kind of just play a little bit more conservatively now, hold on to that ball and look to develop the patterns of play. I just think that Riverside, they're getting enough kind of up in those counter-attacking positions, but execution, decision-making, they have a bit of momentum. Hasn't been the best, and Kingborough have been doing well enough to manage those shapes that they've been trying to work. Here's Brown again with a nice piece of work. He'll go towards his left and play it on his left. Nash with a smart save. Under a bit of pressure, the Riverside captain will not be handled by the combination of Pelletier and Marshall. Alex Brown has been excellent in this first half for Kingborough, showing it again with another shot on target. Here's Mies. Marshalled again by Anthony. It's been a really nice battle between those two so far. Pelletier can't get through the wall that is Alfred Hess. Schwartz trying to play down through. Ratley can't foul in that position, already being on a yellow, but it doesn't matter because Brown is offside. Brown does know he's got the measure of Routley now, who's going to have to play more conservatively now he's on a yellow. Maybe headed on by Downs, but out of play. Crusoe will find Riverside. Travis waves off Zach Riverside. Cut inside, but again Marshall just leaving it behind, but he'll get it back and he'll get nudged off it by Schwartz. Not enough in that for a free kick, says the referee. As Marshall wins the ball, but it's trickle out of play. And again, just these sort of areas, they're trying to press high Riverside, which you admire, but Kingborough able to play through them so far as that ball goes high and long. It's Riverside clears it up the line, and Brown trying to play it back in the Kobe Kemp direction. And out of play again by Zakarasik. Just inching towards half-time here. 2-0 to Kingborough is the margin. As Downs will stand that one off the back stick. Dowse isn't looking for that one. Prince will just head it away, but not dealt with that well by the Riverside defence. And Anthony having to do a lot. And he gets sent off with an elbow in the aftermath of that one. I must say I was following the ball, so I didn't see the afterplay. Noah Mees is down and in some pain. So Andrew and Anthony, who I thought had started the game very well, actually acted out there, and he'll get sent off for Riverside. So that will be a penalty as well, you'd think. It didn't happen in the box. So this could be a real death blow for Riverside here. As getting the medical attention in the aftermath of that one. But 10 men and, look, penalty. Could be a 3-goal lead here for Kingborough as they go into the sheds. And they're going to have to get reorganised here very quickly, Riverside. So going without a centre-back. Trying to see, I haven't got anyone in action on the bench warming up. They'll just have to make do with a bit of a change. So we just pause to make sure Noah Mees is okay. Still feeling that jaw. And he won't be stepping up to take the pen. It will be Kobe Kemp. So both teams just trying to sort themselves out a little bit here. No one lining up for the potential rebound as yet. River really just trying to sort out what they're going to do. Cruiser looks like he's directing traffic for them. The players will make a break for the middle. And it will be Kobe Kemp who's standing over it with Dan Nash, who has made a bit of a name for himself saving penalties. It's Kobe Kemp. He sends it in the bottom corner, and that makes it 3-0 to Kingborough. And that will be a very difficult prospect now for Riverside to come back from. And I think if you are a Kingborough Lions fan, you'll be filled with a lot of confidence from this first half display. As Kobe Kemp makes his impact on the score sheet. I think it's going to be challenging for the Riverside coaching staff to sort of keep heads up here, and for the players as well, just trying to decide what they're going to do. It looks like they've made a bit of a swing around for Routley playing in centre-back as Brown gets straight back on it and hits it well. It hits the crossbar. Almost another stunner from Alex Brown. Riverside will get it away. Kingborough looking very, very dangerous here at Lightwood this afternoon. This could be a cricket score if things don't change. And they'll just sit on it here, Kingborough. They'll be able to play it nicely around the back, and Brown again played into Schwartz. And he'll find Mees. And he'll swing it out wide, looking for Dowse. It'll be a long ball in, and Brown almost finding his way on the end. Here's Mees. He'll go looking for the back post, and Trevis get it away. Now, these are the sorts of opportunities that Riverside will just have to make the most of. They've got 3 players who are playing forward. Riverside is the man who'll sit for them and try and launch that one in the Pontefarius direction, but Lutmer, who has found his name on the goal sheet today, will just recycle again. Here's Alex Brown. Ball through to Schwartz, and Brown again, looking to take Routley on. He just holds him up, and Schwartz, and this will be some hard work for the remaining players on the pitch for River. Douse with a low ball and away by Prince. And we'll go out of play by Travis. So, yeah, Riverside here are just playing the two holding midfielders, Travis and Riverside, quite deep, and then a back four with Routley shifting over into centre-back, and Marshall, who was playing more of a wing position, a full-back, is kept to shoot and find Mees. A good tackle by Riverside to find his brother, and it'll go out to Pontefarius, who gets harried off the ball immediately by Eli Lutmer. Nice little incisive pass from Schwartz. Brown gets there, and Nash has had a fair bit to do this half for Riverside. It's the Kingborough Ultras trying to hurry up the keeper with his ball use. Travis with some time, and we find Crucier, but Crucier slides under his feet. Absolutely very much enjoying the time that he's had on the ball since the sending off. Hess working with his defence nicely. Crucier goes to ground, doesn't get the ball though. And Downs will send it long and will get mopped up by the Riverside defence. Come to Marshall. Crucier, Matt Hess for company, and Hess just in the better in there. There's Alfred Hess here. Play a little 1-2 into Schwartz, and swinging wide to Keenan Douse. Some step overs from Douse, and set Schwartz up! Sends Nash flying and almost finds the side netting. And a few lovely little shots from Kingborough this afternoon. They have had the better of the wind and probably the better of the sun as well. It's getting quite low of the clubhouse towards the north end of the ground. And they have made the most of it so far. Now slicing that one a little bit into the wind, and Brown doesn't touch it, and neither does Marshall. And we'll go out of play. And again, they'll have this time to play with. Here's Hess now. They're playing a really interesting position all game, kind of inverting as a fullback. Here's Cruiser now. He'll cut in on his right foot. He'll go back on to the left-hand side. He's really got a lot of numbers to deal with. Because Travis will curl one into the arms of Azizi. Again, River with 10 players now, it's going to be really difficult to get any support for Gadamina's Cruiser up there. But again, I think the first 10-15, you'd think, okay, well, we can work with that at least a little bit from a coaching perspective. From now on, it's just about gritting out the score and holding on to goal difference, potentially looking for a goal, but Kingborough, all the momentum so far. So here is Hess playing in that kind of more inverted role, and Douse playing quite wide. He's down, still shaped to shoot, and doesn't catch it as well as he would have liked. Does have good long-range effort I've seen in the past in NPL Tasmania. As the Hess team up, we'll make it work and try and play it in for Alex Brown. And Henry Routley does well that time. Travis quite decent in Riverside midfield when he's had the ball. Just probably hasn't, Riverside probably haven't had enough of it. Really well pressured by the Lions midfield. Downs will send a bit of a looping ball. Routley will get there and find Travis. Send it forward with an interesting little flick ball, and Crusoe trying to knot it on. Didn't have quite the depth that they wanted. Hess with Lutmer. And Downs on 2 with Kemp. Kemp will just give it miss Downs and go all the way back to Hughesley. Lutmer trying for the switch and does work it. Is Hess again looking for some support now. We'll just sling it up the line. Dow surveying his options. Whip ball, finds Mees in a bit of room. He'll shoot and blaze way over the bar. And you probably want better with that sort of time with the Kingborough coaching staff. Again, Noel Mees to me just hasn't quite looked his confident self that he probably was when he first came down to Kingborough. And
with Macca's new surprise prize, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of winning. With millions of dollars worth of prizes, plus weekly draws for your chance to win $10,000 cash. Peel your fries for a chance to find a prize.
Nash.
Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Kitty Crusoe. Marshall. Sit up the line. This is Crusoe again. He's come in the game nicely for Riverside. They are, again, down to 10 men, so it's difficult and just don't have those sorts of time and space. Travis cops one on the ankle. It might have been ball first, but it will be Brown to launch the counter-attack. And here is Mees cutting inside. Routley holding him up. Stands it up to Brown. Goes wide to Douse. Does he have space to shoot? Does, but it gets blocked. And Routley will clear it out of play. James Travis just behind play, just warming up those ankles. Cotline just on the way through on that challenge. Here is Eli Lutmer. And Douse. He's all Kingborough here. You'll find Kemp flicks it on. He's in the area, but away by Routley. Schwartz will shape to shoot. It's a deflection. Nothing doing for Kingborough attack. It's Ponce Farias. Marshall caught himself in a 2-on-1. Mees turns his marker and can't send Kemp through. Kemp sitting very high now for Kingborough, almost as a second striker. And that will be half-time here at Lightwood Park. A veritable 3-0 lead for the Kingborough Lions. I think most importantly, though, has been a red card for Riverside in the process. It will be a tough road back for them in the second half. The goal scorers Alex Brown with a lovely top corner finish to make it 1-0, and then Eli Lutmore off the set piece, taken by Keenan Dowse, and Kobe Kemp making it 3 from the spot. So Riverside will have to regroup and to see what they can do in this second half, whereas Kingborough will just want to keep that momentum going. They've been playing some nice stuff since the red card, and they'll just be full of confidence going into the break. So it is 3-0 here at Lightwood Park, and hopefully you'll join us in a few minutes as we'll get back underway in the second half. Welcome back to Lightwood Park for the second half of Kingborough versus Riverside in this round 2 matchup in the NPL Tasmania. My name's Alex Mummery, joining you on a lovely afternoon down here at Kingston, where the score is 3-0 to Kingborough Lions. It's been largely a very strong display on the team in blue and black, and they'll be looking to further that advantage as we just about get underway in the second half. We'll remind you that Riverside are down to 10 men at the moment. As there's a bit of a miscommunication there by the Lions player coach in Hess. Here's Ponsfarias. With some quick feet, he tries to poke through a gap that isn't there. But just get a corner. I think Riverside will start this game fairly pumped up. I could hear a potential hairdryer treatment in the locker room at halftime. You can see there is a little bit of urgency here. See if they can't get back into this one. Again, with 10 men, it's going to be a tall order. Never say never. Cruiser's good ball, and it's a bit of a chaos in the box, and does come off the Riverside head. On for a throw. And Azizi will just try and get them back on the ball here. Just wondering if River have just changed things a little bit here. It looks like they're playing a 4-4-1 now, rather than Cruiser as a 10. It's now a flat 4 in the middle. Trevor's playing kind of an inside mid-roll. It's Ponsfarias. Goes down late. Ball in. It's not a bad one. And Farias has stayed down. He's starting to make his way up now as Hess lets it go out. I think he was really putting a little bit extra on that one. He's making his way up momentarily. There he goes. As Travis will take the throw in and he'll give it back to the Lions. Hughes find down to go direct, and Zach Reisig will launch that one up in the air. Downs cops a bit of a falcon straight in the nose, I think. One thing that will benefit Riverside this half is they won't be against the wind. It isn't as strong as what Kingborough had, as Prince should have probably got that closer to where Ponsfarias was. You can see very unhappy noises coming from the Riverside bench. Here's Zach Reisig, marshalled by Hess. He's not happy about that, and Travis tries to take advantage but can't get it. Cruiser, it's a bit of a half bounce and gives his teammate a serve for giving it to him on the half volley. Just plays Lutmer. Hess to Hess. Alfred playing ball last. Here's Alex Brown, who's been very impressive today. Cutting inside again. Squeezing it through to Kemp. Can't sort his feet out. Big tackle by Hess. Alex Brown again. Brown again. Douse with a bit of space. He'll just curl it into Dan Nash's awaiting arms. As Lutmer will nod it nicely back to his keeper. And this has been the pattern of play that has been dominant today. Just Kingborough kind of playing through their defence. Here's Jacob Schuessler. We had one of his more comfortable games that he's going to have throughout this season. Hess again, who's tucked right inside. And Dowse playing this kind of overlapping role now. He'll go in towards Kemp and play it out to Dowse. And Dowse will take the throw. Kimber looking for a fourth goal here. Prince with a little fake out. We'll send it up the line. It's been an interesting day of NPL action so far. I haven't had time to check them out myself, but I've seen the highlights drop for the Launceston United versus Devonport game. A game that I would have thought would be dominated by Devonport, but had Launceston United leading 4-0 at one stage. And it's 6-4 to the Strikers. Check that one out on the feed, if you can. Pons Farias gets taken down and went for the ankle of Hess there. Studs up. I'm not sure that he will survive this one. At least from my angle, that looked like he caught him on the ankle. Hess hasn't gone down at all. He's just shaking it off. I think because he earned a free kick, maybe he'll get some leniency here, but just see what the decision is from the referee. Looks like he hasn't brought any cards out there, but there's definitely a stud on the ankle there. Eli Lutmer really trying to argue his case to get some cheese out for the Riverside number 9. Flicked on by Prince. Here he is, Farias. Good slide in by Lutmer, who'll block it off. Again, with this wind in the second half, this will be a better proposition for Riverside with 10 men. I think that last, with 15 minutes where Anthony had been sent off, was very, very difficult for them. Cruiser with Travis. And call for a handball, but not given, and Lions will come away with it now. Here's Hess. A lot of remonstrating towards the referee this half, as Brown will take it and give it to Hess. Here's Lutmer. Dowse, and very wide. Decent delivery, and Kemp will get on the end of it and just not at home. What a cross by Keenan Dowse. And an easy as you like header finish for Kobe Kemp. That's his second. So he puts a bit of sauce on the celebration. That will be 4 for Kingborough Lions this afternoon here at Lightwood Park. And had been a brighter start from Riverside in that half, but just a lovely cross coming there from Keenan Dowse. Can't do much about that. And it will be a very long journey up the Midlands Highway for the team in orange this evening, you would think. Never say never in football, but that will just build the confidence of the Lions nicely. We get back underway here at Lightwood Park. And Kingborough again, just going to be dominating possession here as Kobe Kemp gets infringed. And getting a little bit late from Prince. I don't think that one, again, just managing the play there is Copra. Hess to Alfie Hess. Lutmer with a raking ball in behind Prince, but didn't quite have the legs on it for Dowse, and Nash will play a good ball out towards Travis. And he'll go through for Farris, who's through. takes a tumble, but nothing given, and I think he was clean through there, Ponce Farias. No decision either way there from Brenton Copro. It's interesting because you would think if he doesn't think there's a foul there, that it's a dive, or that it should be a foul. So maybe there was just a 50-50 coming together, or just happy not to give a slice of cheese, as Farias is in the area of that one from Crusoe. Again, it has been really some good moments of energy from Riverside throughout this game. I think been sort of paddling upstream all game. Is a little bit loose there from the Kingborough player coach. Harris is in behind. Travis with a dicey throw. Kent will give the body after. Slicing ball through from Princeton. This game just has just starting to bubble up now. It's getting a little bit tetchy out there. Here's Schwartz. And here's Brown again. We'll go past one. Nice low ball and a great save by Dan Nash. Means really got on the end of that one, and that was quickly down to his right. And Riverside keeper made two excellent saves today here at Lightwood Park. And just showing his quality again is the Riverside captain. And I won't say he's keeping him in it, but just managing the total at the moment. There's Douse again, and Nash will thump it away. Hess with a great volley, finds the bottom corner and makes it 5 for Kingborough. They're running right here at Lightwood Park. Outside of his boot and right into the bottom of the corner. Nash, no chance on that one. Making a fantastic save. And it will be 5 for the Lions. And Riverside will make some substitutions now. I think they're just looking towards the next few games now. So we feel both teams will bring some substitutions at this stage. Liam Poulsen and Abdel Khalid Abdel Rasul coming on, ex-Lonnie United player. And we do get underway again with Abdel Rasul. Getting his first touch of the ball, but it will be straight back under pressure for Kingborough. And some smashing goals today. Hess with the latest example, but Alex Brown with a nice kind of scud missile into the top corner for the first one. And they are looking to put more pressure on the Lions. Swinged in, and it's in the back of the net again. Noah Mees in the area. And Keenan Douse, maybe that looks like they're almost claiming for him at the moment. Might have gone either almost an own goal there. I might have to look at the replay of that one, but it will be 6 for Kingborough. And the Kingborough Ultras behind the goal. Got the drums out. Real party atmosphere here at Lightwood Park. And this will be a very handy boost to goal difference here for Kingborough Lions, especially after a tough result last week. There's Poulsen. We get it back underway for Riverside, and kind of wonder how going into the cup kind of break, Riverside will respond. Zach Reisig will find Max Reisig. Trying to play it through, really nowhere near any other Riverside player. And again, it is getting just a little bit heated here this afternoon. I think the Players behind the goals, that's a bit late from Cruiser. Also adding to the heated atmosphere. Definitely some passionate, well, fans behind the goal there. Here's Hess. And I think I'll just be trying to calm things down now, Kingborough. Riverside with a bit of time. We'll get it through. It's an interesting looking pass, but Hugh Sloot cuts it off. And Downs away. Poulsen gets his chest on it. Zach Riverside trying to slice the ball through. We get a bit mucky in there from Max Riverside, who earns a free kick. This is almost in range, you would think. I think Cruiser will be going for this one. Probably, I've said that now, it's well out. This will take one of the best efforts if he is going for it. Looks like he's kind of shaping it up for a shot. Here's Cruiser. Hits it low and hard, straight into Kemp. And Douse looks up the line. Cruiser again. Cruiser does win the ball. Tries to play it to Poulsen, who shields it over smartly and earns a throw-in. Will Prince to take it. And we'll go long. Will it get over the head of Downs? It won't. It's a good ball, and Del still was in the air, and now Brown's in space. Marshall worked really hard to get back there. It's really good defensive work rate, but now they have a bit of space if they can get onto it, and ends up just going into kind of no man's land instead. So Routley does the defensive work. Covered well after that yellow card and having to shift over into centre-back after the red card. It's Lutmar. Finds Kemp almost. Good away by Riverside. Kemp again. Shout for a penalty. Not given. And Riverside come away with it. Douse tracking that really hard here. Cruiser stands him up. Yeah, it's all line shirts ahead of him. He's only got Ponce Farias ahead of him, really. And opts for the switcher play instead. As Marshall will get Routley. Here's Abdel Rasoul. Some nice bit of dribbling from him as Cruiser shapes to shoot, catches it well, gets a deflection, and well saved by Azizi. Really Riverside's best opportunity all game in terms of as close as they've come. Russig away. Nice little spin. Does he have a teammate to pass to now, though? He's got a little bit of time, just goes short. And it's Farias. Really try and get through and plays the ball in front of Abdel Khalid Abdel Rasoul. And it will be Kingborough's first change of the evening, with Simon Vivarelli coming on for Matt Hess. Just had a little patrolling role today, screening for his back four. And Vivarelli will make his way into that Kingborough midfield. Ponce Farias, is he on the end of this one? He's got a shooting opportunity, goes on his left, and it does find at the back of the net for Riverside. They do get a goal in the end. A quick opportunity, and he has been lively today. A lot of energy for them. And they're looking for more here, Riverside, trying to make an indent into this hefty Kingborough lead, and that will be the clean sheet that's gone betting for the Lions. They'll be a little bit frustrated to give that up. Good to see the team sticking in there, a man down, and 6 goals down, so that makes it 6-1. And Kingborough right back into this. Don't give any breathing space for the goal. There's Douse running in behind. He'll go low. And there's space for Kemp. He'll chip the keeper. What a finish from Kobe Kemp. That is a hat-trick for the Lions captain. Perfect angle from here. That just floated right over the head of Dan Nash. Beautiful float on it. It's calculated that one to perfection. And that will be 7-1 and 3 goals to Kobe Kemp. And has been a very productive day out of the office for the Lions captain. It's been a main goal threat. One from a penalty, but that one up there with as good, some of the good goals we've seen today. Just harkening back to Hess's little outside of the boot finish, and Kemp chipping Daniel Nash, and also Alex Brown with a good finish as well. So it's been a lot to like if you are a Borough fan, and they'll be wanting this to set them up to kind of bounce back from a little tough period going down to Devonport and South Hobart in back-to-back weeks. And they've had 2 games at home to start the season. They want to have got 6 points from it, and they'll walk away with, I have to say, 3 at the end. Kemp again, he'll find Douse, he'll ping it, and a great save by Nash. He's had 3 of those today. Could be a much worse picture for the Launceston side without their captain. Just again showing his quality in between the sticks. Douse he's been excellent with his delivery today, I have to say. Those in-swinging balls. We'll try and outswing it this time. It's a bit low. Mees is in the area. He'll get hit back in by Kemp. And Reisig's away. Does he have anyone ahead of him? Marshall and Consfarias are up. His downs will look long. Douse in the area. Prince is under pressure, but he'll get it away. Kobe Kemp now. Just playing it down to Vivarelli, who will get his first proper touch. Otto Schwartz carried off by Poulsen. We're challenged by Abdel Rasool. Not all ball there. There's Douse with a little crisscross ball to Mees. Here's Brown. Left-footed shot will just find the outstretched arms of Dan Nash. As we look forward to next week. So break in play for the NPL. Consfarias in a bit of space. Can he find a second for Riverside? He'll go, nice little footwork, and he almost squeezes it in the near post. It was easy equal to it, but nice little kind of dance at the top of the box, and it was on target, so good little save from Isa Azizi. As I was saying, Cup weekend next weekend over Easter. Got games on the Friday and Saturday on the men's side in the main. Carusa will get it to Poulsen. Kingborough travelling up to Lonnie United. Lonnie United's interesting performance today at home. That might be a tough test up at Birch Avenue, but they will be buoyed by this performance today. Go up in the air from Hughesloop. Carusa maybe tunnel to some extent, but nothing doing. Lutmer away. A rock back there for Kingborough today. Zach Reisig. Abdel Rasool will be Max Reisig. Half a shout of handball. The linesman has their flag up and it looks like it's for offside. Riverside will host Hobart United Love to see those inter-division matchups. Hobart United, always a tricky customer. Can be one of the teams you don't want to draw from kind of a second division. Really, one of the more solid teams up with Uni and Eagles in the Southern Championship last few years. Douse with another good cross. Finds the feet of Kemp, and Schwartz goes low and hard, but Nash meets it equally low and hard. And that's probably the fourth excellent save by the Riverside keeper. As play goes tumbling in the middle there. I think it's Marshall who's down. Copped a twist of the knee. He's getting up. Riverside are playing on, and they'll just keep going. It's Ricey. Hasn't found the range of those longer passes today, but again, doesn't have a lot to aim at. Cruiser now heads it through to Ponsfarias. He's in behind. He'll cross up Hugh Sloot. He'll play a ball in looking for Marshall, and it's just cut out by Downs. Again, and that will come towards me and just be blown up for a second by the referee. I think just needs a little bit of calming down out there. And River will make their last two changes, with Nassim Mohammadi coming on, as well as Arpan Rai. And things have calmed down out there as the subs get changed. Big cloud cover now coming over the pitch. Temperature has dropped significantly with the sun going behind the sports centre. Douse has been probably amongst the votes for Kingborough today. Gets a return pass from Kemp. It's a great tackle by Ricey. Still on the ground, doing his best to win it for Riverside. Nice run by Douse though. Schwartz will look to go again. And Lutmer. Nice an interplay. Vivarelli swinging it out wide for Alex Brown. It's had a more quiet second half, but first half was very, very lively from the Lions winger. As Kingborough will make a sub and take Alex Brown off, who has scored one of the 7 of Kingborough goals. And it will be Eli Wright, who has been rotating through this Kingborough senior squad for the last year and a half, just to get some minutes in his legs. Mees will recycle it, and Vivarelli look for Camp. He'll go to him, and he'll go away by Polston. Still just going out of the game a little bit here now. 7-1, understandable. Sort of, again, looking towards those cup matchups. I think for River, they will be hoping to get the season underway properly as Del Rasul heads away against Hobart United. But they will be a tricky customer. You would say they will be favoured at home. They haven't been... I mean, it's so hard to judge how a team has played, really, going 10 men down. But they were sort of 2-0 down to... Well, one mistake really turning it over in their back half and a set piece. Definitely some kinks to iron out for the orange Launceston team. As Ponsfarias goes around and earns a free kick just outside the box. And Cruiser will take... This is a very interesting angle, almost like a short corner in hockey that you'd see. And Cruiser will line up for this one. Don't have a lot of tall timber remaining on the park. Both Racings are back managing Noah Mees at this point. It's a lot of smaller players, so with Crusoe over it, he'll go for it, and Azizi flaps for it. It does get a hand to it. A good effort from that sort of angle. Big number 90. Interesting number from the Lithuanian big man. Nassim Mohammadi will take the corner for Riverside. And that will go to the front post and lipped out of play. I'm just inching towards full time here at Lightwood Park. And Azizi pushes his team up and will go long. There's a bit of a 50-50 challenge in the midfield with Downs and Rye. Nash will send it along. Probably Riverside's best player today. Conceding 7 goals, you would not say that too often about a keeper, but I would say nearly every goal that he's conceded, he's had no chance on. Maybe on one or two of them could have done slightly better, but I would have said the scorer had been favourite at all times. Prince tries to get around the outside of Dowse. He's made some equally fantastic saves for Riverside. Backing up those Team of the Year calls that he's had in previous seasons. This Crusoe will take. It's floated up. No one there for Riverside. Again, don't have a lot of tall timber, so more looking to mop up the crumbs. And there aren't any crumbs to be found. There's Arand Rai. There's Poulsen. Turns right and floats it up. Back in by Mohammadi, and Azizi will just fall on top of that one and slow it down for Kingborough. Just slowing the tempo right down now. Just wanting to kind of... No one's really switched on in the back here. They're just... Hess kind of had his thoughts elsewhere, potentially just how he's going to run training this week. And can occupy the mind of a player coach. I mean, it's one of those things that is difficult to compartmentalise. Obviously, there are a lot of benefits to being out there. You really get an excellent feel for the game, but it can be one of those things where you get stuck in the mind of designing, what you're actually going to be doing for training, what you need to be looking at out of this game, positive, negatives, all that sort of thing. So it's that sort of time for him. As Vivarelli's pass is short. Kemp will get on it now. So with the hat-trick, I think he will be taking the chocolates home of best on ground today. Eli Wright is offside. Ref hasn't seen it yet. And it will get pulled up eventually. And Evad from Riverside has been solid all day. Like, they haven't stopped trying ever, and with 10 men and just the scoreline the way it's been a really uphill battle for them all day. And that's a nice little pass. And Eli Wright is offside again, only marginally that time, you would have thought, but a nice piece of vision from Otto Schwartz there. But Wright needs to watch his line. Right into Farias here. Cut inside and try and work the magic. Can't work the magic that time. As Kemp will just play it off Prince, and it'll go out for a Kingborough throw. And end of the match here, and the players taking a breather. Hess with a bit of a loose pass there. He'll get up and go over the top of Poulsen. Just a little bit too much contact, the judge as a referee. Probably have to agree with that one, even though didn't make contact with the ball, but really took out Poulsen's position, who kind of good central position. Zachariasi will play a direct ball. Crusoe will flick it on. It's a little bit too fast for anyone to be making a run onto the end of that, though. And Huxley now. He'll get it in to Downs. He's solid back in that kind of less inverted full-back position. Hess and Prince will launch it forward. And if you're just joining us at the end of the match, it is 7-1 to Kingborough Lions. Here is Farias again, and that's a decent effort, but blazed over the top. He's been poaching in these little areas in the second half. He's almost found himself on the score sheet twice. He's been lively for Riverside, and I think they will like kind of the energy that he has. You can see he's got a real nose for goal, really wants to put that effort in. So again, back to the drawing board to some degree for Riverside. Again, season not really getting off the best foot last week with an abandoned game, and Crusoe going down, and advantage pays. Ball in towards Farias. It's pretty well dealt with by Lutmer, and it's Downs who gets chopped down there. It's Farias. It's the offending player there. Hasn't been too much in the way of cheese throughout this game. Henry Routley managing to stay on the park for the rest of the game, and a straight red to Anthony. There's Kobe Kemp. It's around Prince. Hess in decent position, looking for Mees. Go away by Ricey. Been one of Riverside's more solid. Ricey put a lot of effort in that left centre-back position. Look for Crusoe, but can't find him. Mees had some space, and Ricey got right into the body of Mees there.
Get up, Will! Step up! Step up, Will! Stack it up! Make it work! Make it work!
There's Douse, and Kemp can't work it out on the sideline. Go back up to Lutmer. Crusoe will poke it through to Poulsen. Played inside. There's not a lot of space in there for Mohammadi. And he'll have to do a bit of dirty work. Big bump from Schwartz. Both going at it there. Prince wanting... There's a foul there. Well, foul call there from the line supporters. And Otto Schwartz wanting one. Don't know if there was too much in there. I think Riverside were more wanting a better use of the ball from Zachariasi, who's absolutely launched that out of play with a lot of time. Douse will throw it in. Will they get an 8? They've already had an 8-0 this season in the NPL. This won't be an 8-0, but potentially see our second big score of the season, with Glenorchy Knights smashing Lonnie United last week and laying down a bit of a mark-up. And then this season, I think from down here, just in the kind of the battle for the southern places, it's where the Knights and South can knock off Devonport this year. So the ball is a decent one from Douse. It's low and hard, and Abdel Rasul just plays it nicely inside his IC. Kingborough will want to put their name in that mix. I think with last week's result, as Crusoe goes for the chip, not enough distance on that. It's easy, takes that comfortably as you like. Here's Lutmer. Dowse will get it forward, looking for Kemp, but Reisig again is in the right area. He can't squeeze it through. Maybe Schwartz with a decent ball. Kemp with a really nice finish into the bottom corner, outside of the left boot. Kobe Kemp with his fourth. Kingborough make it 8. And what a day for the Lions supporters and for Kobe Kemp today here at Lightwood Park. Cannot ask for much more if you are a fan of the blue and the black. And again, with 10 men, it's been an equation that's been a little bit too difficult for Riverside to deal with today. They have battled well, but just running out of steam a bit here at the end. And restart. Schwartz is right back on the tail, and I think that's just another good sign if you are of the Lions' persuasion. Just seeing that intensity stay throughout the game. Dowse. Does he keep it in? Does get whistled. And that won't be a slice of cheese, but I think both teams are wanting to play out the game, get their full money's worth. Crusar, does he get clipped? He's complaining to the ref and nothing doing. Poulsen in a battle with Schwartz. I don't think either player got the ball. And Nash will take it for Riverside. He'll launch it forward. And Riverside, really more unlucky with the conditions as well today. Big wind in that first half that they had to kick into, and then the sun's gone right behind the clouds in the second half. But yeah, totally outclassed, you'd have to say, today. So Mohammadi will pull the trigger and almost finds the back of the net. It's a decent hit from Naseem Mohammadi. Really just showing that Riverside are going down, lying down. Here's Eli Lutmer. I don't have to say his name too much apart from his header today. I think Wright might have been a sniff offside. The flag stays down. Here's Mees holding it up better in this second half. Here's Hess. Here's Kemp. And Reisig hoofs it away, as he's had to so many times. Here's Max Reisig. Nice little turn, but well marshaled by Lutmer at the back there. On his feet now, coming across from Glaucon Knights this season. Ball will go through, and it will just get recycled by Kingborough again. Riverside have still been trying to press up on them, so they haven't been able to just stroke it around at the back, but they've been able to play through the middle quite well all day. Here is Hess, who's been contributing to that. Here's Lutmer. And Dowse. Prince read that one well, though. But kind of overran his own tackle. He'll get it back. Turn outside. He'll slip over. Dowse in a bit of space now. Go past Mohammadi, but lost control of it. Hess. Right. Since he's come on, has been trying hard. Still pressing Riverside. Again, don't really have the personnel to get stretched like this. Eli Wright trying to barnstorm through the Riverside defence. There is a foul on Zach Reisig. Launch it forward, and Hughesloot. It's been a rock back there today for Lions. Is Rai. Ponce Farias will get it back. It's Reisig. Max Reisig now. It's Mohammadi. A decent shot earlier in the half. Can't find the space over there is Ponce Farias. But it will go out for another Riverside corner. 8-1 to the Lions. Will Riverside be able to get a second consolation goal? I don't know how much any amount of goals will be a consolation today. You get beaten by over 4 or 5 goals. It can be a hard thing to deal with. He's right. Bit of a shirt tug on right. So it will be a free kick to Lions again. And Lutmer, nice little cut inside. We just control it back to Douse. Coulson will try and retain possession in the Nash direction. He'll just lump it forward in the Carusa direction. Here's Ponce Farias. We'll get it through to Carusa. And Nassim Mohammadi. Nice little feet from him. It's Farias. Finds a bit of space to run into, but then met with a wall of Kingborough players. There's Max Reisig to do those simple things. Aiden Rai. Reisig again with a nice creative pass. Just slightly too many beans on that. Carusa trying to get his midfielder to just keep recycling that ball instead of playing the incisive pass. As we trickle towards the end of this one, definite sting gone out of this one, you'd have to say, and there we are. That is the full-time whistle here at Lightwood Park. A big win for the Kingborough Lions, running out the victors 8-1, including 4 goals from Kobe Kemp. Also on the score sheet was Alfred Hess, Eli Lutmer, Noah Mees and Alex Brown. For Riverside, we're down to 10 men pretty early in this game and tried hard, but it's been a tough day out for the men from the other side of Launceston. So they will be having a bit of a back to the drawing board moment, you would think, after a tough week last week with the game called off. But with Kingborough, I'd be very happy to rebound from 3-1 loss to South Hobart last week. Thank you for joining us here at Lightwood Park. Stay tuned for the one more game that is concurrently going on Football Tasmania TV. We'll join you next time here. My name's Alex Mummery, and we'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Right to the interview.